CEAT's much-awaited radial facility at Halol has recently begun commercial production. In the first ever interview with Forum, Managing Director Paras K. Chowdhary discusses how Halol will change the road ahead for CEAT. He also shares with us a number of firsts that Halol has to its credit. Welcome to Forum, Mr. Chowdhary. First, many congratulations. Halol has just begun commercial production. If you could share with us, what does this mean for CEAT? And how will Halol change the way CEAT is perceived as a company?
Halol has been a dream for all of us. We were looking at it for a long time. We first conceived it about 2.5 years ago, and we have just started production, so it's great news for the entire company. Now, why Halol was critical or important? There are many reasons for it. One, first of all, the technology is changing. India is fast becoming more and more radialized. Truck tires, as of now, are about 20% radialized in India, and this is increasing at the rate of 5 to 7% every year. So in the next few years, India may have radialization to a level of nearly 50%, and that's why we needed more radial production. We did not have truck and radial capacity in our company so far, so it was important for us. Secondly, in the passenger segment stage, or in that particular segment, we had a very low market share. It was hardly 2 to 3%, and we were missing out on all the action that was happening in this area, and we lost out a lot to our competitors. The market has become 100% radialized in the passenger segment, and it was important for us to increase capacity here, and that is what we have done. The plant that has been set up is going to be for 150 tons per day, which is a reasonable capacity of radial, and in future we will keep expanding.
How much of this 150 would be passenger car radials?
It is more or less a split half-half.
Okay.
About 80 tons of it is going to be truck and bus radial, and 70 tons per day will be passenger radial. 80 tons per day relates to something like 1,400 a day, or let us say around 40,000 per month of truck and bus radial. And 70 tons per day will relate to something like 10,000 car tires on a daily basis. Okay. We have been producing car radials at our Nasik factory, but that is only 2,000 a day. So from 2,000 a day, we will be moving to an extra 10,000 a day. So it's a very big jump for us. It's a 5-fold jump in our capacity, and that's why it is creating a lot of excitement in the company. And before the year closes, we should be close to the full capacity of nearly 150 tons a day. Okay. We have acquired nearly 125 acres of land at Halol. We are good for a very big capacity expansion. We have kept enough provision for that. We can go up to nearly 450 tons of capacity per day. Just to give you an idea, 150 tons per day capacity in terms of revenue is about 1,000 crores. Right. So the existing capacity at full level is equal to 1,000 crore of revenue, and the land that is available, we can go up to 450 tons a day. So we can expand and create Halol ultimately to a revenue stream of 3,000 crore on an annualized basis. So it is going to be the bread and butter. As you know, our current turnover or our projected turnover for the current year is going to be 5,000, and Halol is going to contribute only 800 crore to this 5,000 program. But ultimately, Halol will become our breadwinner. So far, our breadwinner was Bhandup, but over a period of time, Halol will be our breadwinner.
So we understand that Halol has many firsts to its credit. In fact, it is also the first tire factory to employ women. What was the thought behind it, and if you could share with us some more details on this?
I'll start from what is most important. Okay. The equipment configuration of Halol is very different. To just give you an example, we have 7 Banbury mixers in Bhandup plant. Not 7, we have 6 Banbury mixers in Bhandup plant and 5 in Nasik plant. As against this, for a capacity which is just about 25% less, we have kept only 2 mixers over there. Why we have done that? We have kept the capacity of the mixers very high so that we have fewer equipments. The plant looks very neat and clean. The built up area needed to run the plant also remains very low. It will in fact be the lowest area for this kind of capacity. That is because we have kept very high capacity equipments and very automated equipments. Also, when you do this, then the number of people required to run the machines are far less, because the number of machines itself is less, and the total power consumption, the total steam consumption, that also remains very low. So these are the things we have tried to do, and that is why our cost per ton of the plant has been low. Our manpower for the whole factory will be low. Our energy consumption for the factory will be low. So there are many firsts to the Halol plant. In addition to this, we thought of keeping a very different kind of workforce. We have decided that only diploma holders will be working over there. We don't call them workers, we call them associates. So associates are managing, and there are self-managed teams. So we will have about 600 people all told. As against this, if you look at Nasik, in Nasik we have roughly 2,700 people, including contract workforce. If 2,700 people have to be prorated down to the capacity of Nasik, that would come to 2,000. So in a way, we are managing, or we are going to manage Halol with nearly 1/3 of Nasik manpower. So the manpower cost, according to us, should come down 6 times compared to Nasik. 3 times because of the sheer number, and 2 times because the cost per person. So we should be 6 times lower than Nasik. Likewise, in terms of energy consumption, we should be at least 30% lower than Nasik. And that is why conversion cost, which has been a big area of concern for us, which is averaging nearly 22 rupees per kg or 23 rupees per kg for us, against the industry standard of 16 or so, we should be able to beat the industry standard comfortably. At full capacity utilization of 150 tons a day, I am looking at nearly 12 to 13 rupees conversion cost.
And you've also employed women, if you could share something.
And I'm very happy that we took this decision, because they appear to me more committed perhaps. They are not less committed than their men counterparts.
That's always the case.
They are very committed, they are very smiling, they are very excited, they are very passionate about what they are doing. And they talk to me. Some people have come, some girls have come from Rajasthan, some have come from Gujarat, and some have come from Madhya Pradesh. They all spoke to me. At the end of it, they are I think going to be the backbone of what we are trying to do. And if this experiment works, we will increase the ratio of women workers over there. Right now they are about 15% of the total workforce, but this can go up over a period of time.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chowdhary, for speaking to Forum.
No, it's my pleasure. Thanks a lot for that.
Zensar Technologies unveiled a range of innovative